Alright, so look, before I head out to the gym real quick, you want to know what the difference between Catch22, Don Vabanucci music is, and other musicians' tracks and records is? You want to know what the difference is? You see, there's a stark difference between the music that I create and the music that other rappers make. One, I write my own lyrics. I write my own songs. All of my songs have meaning. They all carry a meaning to it. All of my songs are livable. All of my songs are experienceable. All of my songs are agreeable. They're well accorded. All of the songs are for both demographics of sex, male and female. All of my songs promote heterosexuality, which is natural. You know, a promoter of heterosexuality is nothing but naturality. Ain't nothing negative. It ain't nothing negative or disintegrating or detrimental about music promoting the love, the growth, the cultivation, the cherishment, and the appreciation of a man and a woman. Otherwise, we wouldn't really have no human population, right? So ain't nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly psychiatrical normal. Well, regular, I would say, for songs to promote love between a man and a woman, you know, because if I made a song promoting the dynamic between a fucking plug and an outlet, well, then guess what? Shit, that's everyday life. Everyday life. Your phone need that. What you gonna do without a plug and an outlet with your iPhone? You ain't going nowhere without your phone. Your shit dead all day. We wouldn't have phones. We wouldn't have phones. Anyways, the difference between Catch22 music is my music is generationally acceptable for all adults 18 to 100 years old. That means that these are lifetime records that I make. I make lifetime records. Records that you can live with for the rest of your life. Records that carry the meaning from the experiences that we go through every day and casually from about 18 to the day we pass on and we go on to our afterlife. We gotta understand that records that can resonate with our core experiences of our everyday relationship between our woman and then the men that women go through their relationships with is what makes a record a catchy record. And to be honest with you, to be 100% honest, my records is those records where my records carry so much meaning that little 13, 14, and 15-year-olds will be able to grow up, of the next generation will be able to grow up. They'll be able to grow up and experience my records for what they're about to journey through life. Whatever it is they're about to go through life, when they hit 18, 19, 20, all the way up until 80, 90, they're going to grow into these records. I don't know another musician that's making music like that. I don't know another musician that's making music like that. I'm not obligated to pretend like I listen to other niggas and enjoy their shit. There's only a few handful of rappers that I listen to and I enjoy their music. I'm not obligated to sit here in front like, yo, you like the rapper that you telling me you work for or that you manage or that you work with or that you know, I could open up, yo, I don't even listen to that nigga music, son. Wham, I don't listen to his music, dog. And then when I meet him, I'm not going to pretend like I listen to his music. I don't listen to your music. I'm not going to take nothing away from his character. I'll get to know your character, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if you're going to want to know me if I tell you straight up, I don't listen to your music. I don't really care for it. It ain't got no meaning. It ain't got no meaning. It don't mean nothing to me. If it don't mean nothing to me, I know shit. It don't mean nothing at all. If it don't mean nothing to me, then it don't mean nothing at all. I don't know what to tell you, bruh. You better go back in the studio and practice a little bit more writing them lyrics, bruh. I don't care if you worth how many. I don't care if you a veteran. You a veteran. You call yourself a veteran. I'm 6 months into the game. You've been in the game 10 years, nigga. Your music don't mean shit, nigga. If I'm not accrediting 5 records, if I can't name 5 records that I say, yo, oh my God, I love these records, we gotta do a song. Nah, I'm not one of those niggas. If I can't give you 5 records that you made that I absolutely love and adore, guess what? I'm not going out of my way to make music with you. I'm not doing it because I already got my rappers. I already got my singers that I want to make music with. I already do. I already know who I want to make music with. I already know. I ain't gotta be disrespectful just because, oh, I don't listen to your music. Nah, nigga. I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sell you a dream. I'm not gonna sell you an idea of somebody that I'm not. Nah, I don't listen to music. And I'll tell you that. I'll tell anybody that I don't listen to music. I never really did. I never did. It never moved me. Your music never moved me. Oh well. You got what? 200,000 people in the audience, right? All right, that's all that matters. Don't worry if I'm not listening to music and I don't want to listen to your music. You got 200,000 followers, fans in the crowd of your fucking your stadium, your concerts. Good for you. I won't be there. Just as simple as that. My music speak for itself. Yo, I don't need 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-olds listening to my music. I really don't. And I'll say it on the radio. I'll say it wherever I'm at. I don't need little 17. Well, 17, you kind of there. But 18, if you 16 and down, 15 and down, I don't need you listening to my music. I don't need them listening to my music. But once you hit 18 or 19, 20, oh, you gonna grow into them records. Best believe. All these little girls, little boys, they gonna grow into Catch22’s records. They gonna grow into his music. They gonna grow into his music. My music. His music, my music. They gonna grow into that song. That song is always gonna be there. That song is always gonna be there for them to say, oh man, I'm glad I didn't have that experience. Or I'm glad I am having that experience. Or, oh, I did went through that experience, so I'm going through that experience right now. Or what would I do if I had to go through that experience? And it's just as simple as that. I'm a simple ass nigga that's always asking. I'm always asking, what the fuck does a radio do with a catchy song? You know what I'm saying? I didn't fucking feel me call myself Catch22 for no reason. That's not my stage name for no reason. That's not my stage name for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It really had to do with logic and motherfucking paradox and explaining paradox of life. And that applies to music because sound is life. Sound is matter and matter is light. And light is the life that we experiencing every fucking day. We experiencing light. When you wake up, you open your eyes, guess what? You living in that world of light, that realm of light. And that all that light is information. That's all it is. So every day we wake up and we processing information. Every day we wake up and we processing information. Now we distinguishing, we cataloging, we catalyzing, and we sifting through information every day. What do we like? What experiences are pleasurous? What experiences are sufferers? This experience is mad suffering. Man, every time I get around this person, it's just a down ass, depressing ass mood and vibration. I can't do it. I don't want to experience that suffering emotion anymore. So you go place yourself around another group of people, another group of individuals, and you feel better. It's just knowing where you see fit, knowing yourself where you see fit, knowing where you can place yourself where you see fit. You know, it's no different from high school. You know your crowd. In high school, you know your crowd. In high school, you know your crowd. You know, and the best in high school are those that don't need a crowd, but they know they can get along with anybody. Those are the best along in high school. In high school, you know you're the best when you don't need a clique, you don't need a group, you know you can get along with just about anybody. But those who like to click up and they like to stay within their clique, best believe within their mind they're limited somewhere, and they don't want others outside of that clique to know where they're limited at. And that's just the same way with this rap game that they call a game. In this music industry, they don't want others to know where they're limited at because they're scared of being vulnerable with themselves. So they're scared of being vulnerable with their others. So what they release this vulnerability. They release this vulnerability through the music. That's where they make music. That's where their artistic creativity comes from. Oh, you know, I spill it out on a music. But by the time they go into an interview to really actually let their fans know who they are in an interview, you know, it's a letdown. It's anticlimactic. It's just anticlimactic all the way through. It's like, oh, this is who this person is. It's like, man, only a few times do we see celebrities who give interviews where it's like, man, I like this person's music even better now after that interview. I want to listen to this person's next album after the interview. Sometimes, you know, they give all they can facade on a record and on an album. By the time they get to the interview, you know, they sound like everybody. He or she sound like everybody else. They ain't really got nothing to offer, you know, realistically. They ain't got no pointers, they ain't got no epiphanies, they ain't got no ideologies, they ain't got no mindsets, no mentalities, no motherfucking, no pointers. They ain't got nothing. You know, they just dead. You know, they just dead because their music, when they making their music, they not listening for what they want to make. They listening for what others want to hear. They making music for what others want to hear. They're not making music for what they want to hear themselves. For, you know, to get what they got off their chest. And I'm not saying this about every artist. I'm not saying this about every artist, but damn sure there's a divide. There's a split. There's a lot of artists who are not making music for themselves. They're making music for others and what they believe others want to hear, which they're living in their own illusionary world because they're not making music for themselves anymore. They're making music for what they believe the crowd want to hear, when they don't know what the fuck the crowd want to hear. They don't know, because guess what? They're not replying to comments on their Instagram. They're not interacting with none of their fans. They're not answering fans' DMs. They're not on live with their fans. They're not texting their fans. They don't have their fans' numbers. They're not on YouTube with their fans. They're not doing nothing with their fans. They're not interacting with their fans. How the fuck do they know what their fans want? You know, like, half of them could barely read. Half of them could barely read. And half of them ain't finished high school, ain't go to college. What the fuck is their reading comprehension ability? Half of them can't read. But they could write some lyrics, though. Best believe Catch22 knows how to do both. Best believe that. Best fucking believe that. You know, shit. I didn't make the fucking video to go this deep. I didn't mean to go this deep into the video. But Catch22 records will live on through every fucking generation, through every walk of life, for the simple fact that all of these children that I don't need listening to my music will grow into my music when they hit that maturity age. And when they listen to this music for the first time, they'll know, listen, this is exactly what I went through. This is exactly what I'm going through. This is exactly what I hope I don't go through. There's 3 permanent scenarios that they can go by listening to Catch22 music by the time they come into the age of mental maturity, of a mental mature sexual age, 18, 19, 20. Either I'm going through this now, I went through it, I don't want to go through it. Or, ooh, I want to have this type of relationship. I want to be with this type of woman. I want to be with this type of man who know how to speak to me like this, who know how to cater to me like this, who know he could appreciate me like this. He speak to me like this. I want to be with a girl who know that she can appreciate me and cherish me for you know what I have to offer. You know, check out polygamous rulership. Catch22, Don Vabanucci. Vabanucci to the fellas, Vabanucci to the ladies. Best believe it's not a fucking difference, but there's all the difference. Feel me? But yeah, that's the video, man. That's the gist of the video. For real. My music gonna live. Man. For real. My record's gonna live. Cause I don't know what else. if a radio station or a record producer or A&R don't want to admit what radios do with catchy records, they don't want to admit where catchy records go in the charts. If they don't want to admit it, then they just want a cliche record, and there's nothing I could do about that. If they just want to listen to cliche records, fine, but ain't nothing cliche about catchy records. You know what I'm saying? Because that's determined by the crowd. The fans, the audience is always going to determine, oh, that's a catchy ass song. You know, I found myself mingling to it. The first time I heard it, I was mingling to it a little bit, and then by the third or fourth time I was listening to it, you know, I'm singing the lyrics. I know the lyrics. I'm moving a lot more. My body's a lot loose. I find myself grooving to it. I find myself knowing the lyrics. I find myself laughing. Or I'm laughing at the lyrics. Now I'm laughing. I'm smiling at the lyrics. The third or fourth time I'm listening to it. But that's what my music do. That's what my music do. And I'm grooving to it. I'm learning by like 6th or 7th time I listen to the record. I could dance to the record. For the woman out there, look. For a woman out there, look, the 5th or 6th time you used to listen to the song, you realize, I can shake my ass to this record. You feel me? First 6th time you listen to the record, I can shake my ass to this record. I ain't know I could do that by the first listen. You ain't know you could do that. But by the time you listen to my record the 6th time, best believe you can shake your ass to that record. Best believe you could twerk them hips to that record. Best believe that. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. Catchy out here. Catchy's out here. I'm out here. Catchy's out here. I'm out here. Right, every lyric to that motherfucker. Call me Ice Cream King. I'm an Ice Cream King. She calling me Ice Cream King.